we're looking at a fascinating, almost wild microcosm of the 2026 digital economy today. We're going to unpack a massive trend that has completely taken over the internet, the modern student side hustle. We're breaking down exactly how students are trying to make money online right now. And as you'll see, we are moving way, way past your traditional part-time job. And we're starting with this exact question, pulled straight from a viral video description by a channel called Partner Arc. Just look at that number, 23,454 rupees. It is hyper-specific, right? And it instantly hooks you because it captures the ultimate modern fantasy. It promises real, meaningful income, but the real kicker is that second half, without burning yourself out. That right there, that's the entire core of what we're digging into today. Because this whole ecosystem completely redefines what we think of as a side job. Listen to this quote, "No crazy hustle, no burnout, just pure strategy." This isn't about flipping burgers. It's not about working exhausting late-night retail shifts until you literally drop. The creators driving this trend are telling students point blank that hard work, it's outdated. They are framing income as a puzzle you solve with strategy, rather than a clock you punch with your time. Now, if you're thinking, okay, but this has to be a super niche corner of the internet, right? Well, 11 million. That is the staggering number of views on just a single video by creator Prashant Karad about simple ways for students to make money. 11 million! That's enough to fill hundreds of massive stadiums. The appetite for these digital hacks and strategies isn't just big, it's absolutely voracious. So, to make sense of this giant ecosystem, we're going to break it down into these 5 quick sections: the side hustle dream, digital platforms, AI automation, data entry tasks, and finally, the reality behind lazy earning.
Let's hit section 1, the student side hustle dream. Big promises, minimal effort.
Look at these exact tags and phrases used by the Partner Arc channel. They hit the nail on the head when it comes to what millions of students actually want. Earn without hard work. No skill earning ideas. Earn money from phone. The whole appeal here is zero barriers to entry and absolute maximum freedom. You don't need a resume, you don't need upfront cash, and, if you believe the pitch, you don't even need skills. You literally just need your smartphone and a willingness to earn smarter.
Okay, moving into section 2, digital products and platforms. Create once, earn twice.
So how are they actually pulling this off? The crucial shift is stepping entirely away from physical labor and leaning hard into scalable digital goods. If you're a busy student, you definitely don't have the time or space to manage physical inventory, pack up boxes, or argue with the post office about shipping logistics. The strategy here is about creating or sourcing a digital asset just one time and then having the ability to sell it infinitely. This digital-first approach is catching on like wildfire. Take Sandra Dye, for example. She has nearly 750,000 views just teaching people how to sell digital notebooks. Think about that for a second. That is a product with zero paper, zero shipping, and zero manufacturing costs. Then you've got creators like Vaibhav Kadnar, pulling in hundreds of thousands of views, showing students how to monetize platforms like Pinterest. They are building complete income streams that scale up without needing constant manual effort. Now let's step into section 3, AI and tech automation, letting the bots do the work. This is where things get genuinely fascinating, and it perfectly illustrates why this is branded as lazy. The tech is doing the heavy lifting. This isn't about a student sitting hunched over a laptop typing away for 10 hours straight. It's about a student learning to prompt and direct artificial intelligence to do the actual content creation. It's pure management rather than grunt labor. And the internet is absolutely flooded with these guides. Vaibhav Kadnar is back here pulling in over 500,000 views purely on making money with AI. You have Dhaval Kataria out there actually testing these so-called lazy AI side hustles for an audience of nearly 300,000. And creators like Aditya Uncovered, they are openly pitching YouTube automation with the massive caveat that no skills are required. The message across the board is loud and clear. Set up the bots, let them run, and you collect the rewards.
But what if you don't want to mess with AI prompting, right? What if designing digital notebooks sounds like too much work? That brings us to section 4, simple data entry tasks, the low-skill grind.
This is a sharp left turn from the passive income dream we just talked about. This method is incredibly literal. You do a specific task, you get paid a very specific micro amount. It's basically the modern digital equivalent of factory piecework. Sure, it requires almost zero mental energy, but it absolutely demands your active, continuous time. The hook here is the guarantee of literal hard numbers. Learn with Lokesh Lalwani racks up hundreds of thousands of clicks by promising exact payouts, 20 rupees per page or 481 rupees per hour for Excel data entry, pitching it as a totally reliable second salary. There are even massive videos, like Paul J. Lipsky's with over 1 million views, testing apps that claim they'll pay you just to listen to music. It is the absolute lowest barrier to entry, but it is a serious grind.
All right, let's tie all of this together in Section 5, the lazy earning reality, smart strategy versus the grind.
You really have to look at the massive contrast in expectations here. At the very top, in the dream tier, creators like Mark Tilbury and Faith Films are getting millions of views, teaching students how to allegedly pull in $10,000 a month. Then you step down to the milestone tier, aiming for 1 lakh, pushed by creators like Vaibhav Kidnar. But then look way down at the bottom. The harsh reality of the microtask tier is grinding away at data entry for just 20 rupees a page. And the crazy part? All of these wildly different realities exist side by side in the exact same search results, pitching to the exact same students.
When you map it all out, it's pretty clear that trying to make money easily forks into 2 very different paths. On one side, you have the grind. Data entry, clicking on music apps, low-yield, manual tasks. It's safe, short, but it's exhausting. But on the other side, you have pure strategy. That's your AI automation, your scalable digital products, your high-leverage tech tools.
So what is the ultimate takeaway here? It's how the word lazy has been totally hijacked and redefined. In the 2026 creator economy, lazy doesn't actually mean doing nothing. Not at all. It is the active practice of leveraging AI, building out digital assets, and using pure strategy to completely eliminate repetitive labor. Honestly, it's just a highly efficient mindset cleverly disguised as a trendy buzzword. So, I'm going to leave you with this to chew on. When a student flat out refuses to burn themselves out on a low hourly wage and instead uses AI and digital platforms to scale their income, are they actually being lazy? Or are they just light years ahead of the rest of us in understanding how this modern economy really works? Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning how we value work in the digital age. See you next time.